Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
At the Team Automotive Group, we're offering you the Team Guarantee on new and used vehicles. Included with every new vehicle is a lifetime limited powertrain warranty. And now, get a 90-day warranty on the purchase of a pre-owned vehicle. Get the Team Guarantee at every location of the Team Automotive Group.
Visit Treads & Care Tire Company's new location on Hooper Road in Central. Locally owned for over 50 years, Treads & Care is known for quality automotive repair and top-notch customer service.
I'd like to invite you to come out and see us at our new location in Central.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Hello and welcome as we start today's edition of the Woo. Yeah, that works. Like that. Thank you, Marty. Appreciate you. Here's hoping all is well with you and yours and your little slice of South Louisiana heaven since the last time we had the opportunity to spend some time with you and yours. You know, starting today's show with Louisiana news, there's an old adage that says experience is the best teacher. When God blesses you to get some of this, it means you've been around for a while. You've seen things, you've observed things. Thank you, sir. And hopefully you gain wisdom, insight, foresight into different things. I had that to happen to me this week, and let me preface it with this. I mentioned on Tuesday's show that as long as I've been doing this, following news, paying attention to news, analyzing news, reporting news, after all these years, I've learned to trust my gut. Your gut won't lead you wrong if you have amassed a certain amount of knowledge and, maybe more important, a certain amount of experience in certain things. This week, I'm flipping through the channels, and I stop on the news replay channel of the ABC affiliate WBRZ in Baton Rouge. On the bottom of the screen, there's headlines in small letters. I had to wait for it to roll around the third time before I was able to digest what the story was about. And it mentioned a 2-year-old boy, Houma, Louisiana, darling child, Ezekiel Harry. It mentioned that the child is missing, last seen walking alone near the Intracoastal Canal. It took me every bit of 10 seconds because I had that gut twinge. And I'll be honest, I got a little upset with myself when I thought about it. I immediately said, something's wrong here. This is not right. There is something going on with this. It wasn't 3 hours later that news broke that 2-year-old Ezekiel Harry had been killed and his body stuffed in a city garbage can. Didn't bury the child in a shallow grave. Stuffed the body of this 2-year-old child in a garbage can. I almost said it just now. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I almost said it just now. Now, in thinking about this, I quickly came to the conclusion, yeah, nothing surprises me anymore. It disappoints me, but it doesn't surprise me because I've been doing this for so long, staying abreast of things for so long. I've seen just about everything that there is. But after thinking about it, I came to the conclusion, this shouldn't surprise us. The fact that a mother and her live-in boyfriend would kill a 2-year-old and stuff that baby's body in a garbage can shouldn't surprise us when you take into account that for the last 50 years, it has been official government policy, and a whole lot of y'all have voted for people that say it's okay to kill babies. This shouldn't surprise us. If this does not tell you everything you need to know, you are mentally deficient. Prosecutors now, law enforcement, says they're going to seek the death penalty. Because if ever there was a case worthy of it, this would be one. If you happen to be a person of faith, call yourself a so-called Christian, and you're a Democrat, there's the problem. There's the problem right there. If you find yourself as a quote-unquote Christian and a Democrat saying today, oh my God, how could they do that to that child? What are these people thinking? What's wrong with these people? If you find yourself thinking that, you the problem. For 50 years now, the government has made it official policy, and the Democrats, the liberals, the progressives, they have made a living on pushing the killing of babies. But now, you loyal Democrats, y'all gonna go to work today, y'all gonna be around the house in the neighborhood. I can't believe what they did to that darling 2-year-old child. If your pastor does not preach against abortion, you the problem. Yeah, I said it. You are the problem. What do you think is going to happen when the government and a major political party says it's okay to kill babies? What do you think is going to happen? They're going to kill babies? Ding, 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 we got a winner. Really? Didn't bury this child. They stuffed the baby's body in a city garbage can. And all y'all with your righteous indignation, you need to think about that the next time you go to vote. Of course, that might be beyond the capacity of some of y'all to think. What did you honestly think would happen when the government cultivates a culture of this. Democrats have told you forever, babies are worthless. You ought to be able to kill them. But now you're shocked and upset when, and what do you think these two people are? What do you think the two people arrested for killing this 2-year-old and stuffing his body in a effing garbage can? What party do you think they identify with? What do you think? What does your gut tell you? Are they Democrats or are they Republicans? You don't have to answer. We already know the answer. We know the answer. But you, with your dumb behind, I just can't figure out what people are thinking these days. Tell you what I'm thinking. Need to stop voting for these damn people and maybe we can straighten some of this out. When you incessantly go out of your way to preserve the right to kill babies, the rest of your constituency comes to the conclusion, well, it must be all right. Stuffed this baby's body in a garbage can, y'all. I made it a point after finding out the back end of this story. I made it a point to thank God for revealing to me what he did. I knew the second I heard the story, something rotten in Denmark here, y'all. This isn't adding up. And it didn't take long for it to come to light. Sadly, neighbors have reported abuse for a long time in that household. One neighbor saying, and I'll paraphrase here, I would lay awake at night crying because I'd hear the screams coming from children's mouths out of that house. And nothing was done. Nothing shocks me anymore. Disappoints me, but doesn't shock me. All you have to do is look at what we as people consume, and it shapes our identities, our ways of thinking, and how we act. Just ask the black community and young people with all this vulgar, nasty, disturbing rap music. What you put in is what you get out. Fill your mind with good stuff, pretty much guaranteed you'll be a good person. Fill your mind with trash, more than likely you're going to be trash. And when the government tells you it's okay to kill babies, why would you be shocked when a couple of Democrats kill a baby? God help my country. First break of today's show. I managed to get through it without cussing, Marty. Thank you, Jesus. First break. We'll talk more next on the Clarence Bugg Show. Stay close.
Hi, I'm Bobby Yarborough with Manda Fine Meats. Here at Manda, we know what the folks of South Louisiana love. They love great flavored smoked sausage, delicious deli meats, and specialty items like boudin and andouille sausage. Manda Fine Meats has been providing these products since 1947. We produce them right here in Baton Rouge, so you know you're always getting the freshest product at your local grocery store. Manda Fine Meats. Taste the fresh local flavor in everything we make. Make it Manda every time.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Whirlpool savings. Shop now and save on Whirlpool appliances throughout the store. Plus, experience our price match guarantee and ask about special financing. You can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day. Bolello's Furniture and Appliances. Your dependable independent with nationwide buying power.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
I'm self-employed and didn't report all my income. They claim I owe a lot more than I do.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
Tax Solutions Now saved my business.
I qualified for the Fresh Start program. I paid less than I owed.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now.
Call 800-778-4345. 800-778-4345.
The Mazda CX-50. Confident on and off-road performance and intelligently designed utility inside and out.
The all-new Mazda CX-50 has arrived and is on sale right now at Team Mazda on Airline.
Hi, gang. Clarence Bugs here, inviting you to come by Old School Barbecue, 10655 Coursey Boulevard, where we tape the show live every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 11 o'clock. Come by and feast on news, sports, current events, love of God and country, and lots of common sense, along with some of the best barbecue anywhere on the planet. 10655 Coursey Boulevard, Old School Barbecue, home of the Clarence Bugs Show.
Live and play on the fairway at Greystone Golf and Country Club, a serene, challenging golf destination located in Denham Springs. For tee times and membership opportunities, go to GreystoneCountryClub.com.
Welcome back to today's edition of the Clarence Bugs Show. We, for probably as long as I can remember, have had some recurring problems in Louisiana. This is no secret. It's no earth-shaking revelation. We've known throughout my life that we have certain things that, for whatever reason, we don't seem to be able to fix. Not that it's beyond our ability to fix it. In many cases, we simply don't possess either the personal or the political will to make a change. In the Big Easy this week, two separate 2-year-olds accidentally shot after finding an unsecured firearm in a car. The latest incident has resulted in the arrest of the 18-year-old brother of the first 2-year-old that was shot. This 18-year-old, Zaire Cornelius, was arrested and booked with second-degree cruelty to juveniles and, wait for it, possession of a stolen firearm. An 18-year-old riding around with his 2-year-old brother, and according to law enforcement, not just one, but two guns easily accessible in the car. An AR-15 pistol wedged in between the driver's seat and the center console, a Glock 19 with an extended magazine on the floor in the rear of the vehicle. At 18 years of age, y'all, I would like to think that you would have the mental capacity to say to yourself, one, I know this gun is stolen. Two, I have another gun in the car. Three, I can't leave it anywhere my 2-year-old brother can get access to it. Meanwhile, more recently, because again, two 2-year-olds accidentally shot in 2 days, mom goes to a nail salon. Conventional wisdom says she's going to get her nails done. Leaves kids in the car with an unsecured gun. Now, y'all know me. This is no secret. You know I am as big a supporter of the Second Amendment as you will ever find. Like Barack Obama said, I'm one of them people that clings to my God and my guns. Or in his words, their religion and the guns. But I also understand there is a responsibility that comes with gun ownership. And sadly, it's idiots like this who give liberals the ammunition to try and take the guns out of the hands of law-abiding citizens. 2 of them, y'all. Thank you, God, none of the 2 died. Thank you, God, that the other children that were in the car when the second shooting happened weren't killed. Listen, y'all, I get it. I understand wholeheartedly. Crime is at levels now where many of us feel the need to carry to protect ourselves. That's your right as an American. But you also have to have some responsibility in all of this. It's a 2-year-old in the car by himself in the first instance, and not just one, but 2 guns, one of which happens to be stolen within easy reach of the 2-year-old. Now, they need to make an example out of these people. That is the only way we learn. There have to be consequences to your actions. That's the only way we learn. Otherwise, we continue to do the same thing we've been doing for God knows how long. And if it were only you that was affected, well, that would be one thing. You want to play stupid games, win stupid prizes? Well, that's on you. But these are our children, y'all. These are kids, babies. And we don't care any more about them than to leave unsecured weapons within easy reach of 2-year-olds? I think it was United States Senator John Kennedy who once famously said, We don't have a gun problem. We have an idiot problem. Ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We don't have a gun problem. We have an idiot problem. When you leave your 2-year-old brother in the car with 2 guns within easy access, that's not a gun problem. You're an idiot problem. When you go to get your nails done, pick somebody up, whatever, and you know there's a gun in the car, you don't secure it, and you leave it in the car with a bunch of children, you're an idiot. Pure and simple. You're an idiot. And sadly, apparently, there's a lot more idiots out there than many of us actually realize. I can only hope that those responsible for endangering these children, I can only hope we throw the book at them. Now, whether or not that actually happens, only time will tell. But at some point, y'all, at some point, and you know, many people will tell you, well, you got to understand, Clarence, they bought those guns to protect themselves and their families because where they live, there's a lot of crime. I don't have a problem with that. I have no problem with that whatsoever. But you got to be responsible, y'all. You don't get out of the car and go to, in the vernacular of the streets, get your nails did, and leave a gun in the car unsecured with a bunch of kids. What are you thinking? Oh, wait, that's right, you're not. God help my country and my state, because you know we need it. 2 2-year-olds in 2 days. And you know, conventional wisdom would say, if you watched the news, if you stayed abreast of things, you would think after the first 2-year-old was accidentally shot by leaving an unsecured weapon in the presence of a child, you would think the next day, when whomever this person was went to the nail salon, they would have said, oh yeah, shoot, just yesterday there's a 2-year-old shot with an unsecured weapon. I need to either secure this weapon or take it with me. Apparently it never crossed their mind. What that should say to us? Yeah, that's another story for another day. We are heading up on the bottom of the hour break. When we come back, a moment of clarity. You ever do something, be engaged in something, and for the life of you, you can't figure out how it's so bad. And then it comes to you. Someone reveals it to you, shows it to you. After critical analysis, you come to the revelation. When we come back, I want to talk to you all about, okay, now it makes sense. That's next when we continue today's edition of the Clarence Bugg Show, only on the Pelican. Stay close.
Got termites? Get Premier Pest. PremierPestServices.com.
At the Team Automotive Group, we're offering you the Team Guarantee on new and used vehicles. Included with every new vehicle is a lifetime limited powertrain warranty. And now, get a 90-day warranty on the purchase of a pre-owned vehicle. Get the Team Guarantee at every location of the Team Automotive Group.
Hi, I'm Katie, Operation Manager here at Old School Barbecue. We're excited about all of the changes here at Old School, and we'd like to invite everyone to come out and enjoy some delicious barbecue at Old School prices. We feature brisket, chicken, ribs, sausage, and the Boss Hog pulled pork sandwich voted best deal in town. We also have live music Friday and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. 10655 Coursey Boulevard. We can't wait to see you.
Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
Hi, I'm Hurricane Betsy Barnes.
And I'm Dr. Kay Siller with the Rocket Right Show.
We are two busy blondes on the go showing off life in Louisiana.
Watch us on Pelican Sports Network.
And Talk 107.3 FM. Check local listings for times.
Caught spiders. Premier Pest Services.
Welcome back to today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show. There is an old adage that says, experience is the best teacher. Meaning, once you experience something, go through something, you have, hopefully, a greater understanding and a wealth of experience that you can draw on the next time if it so happens you find yourself dealing with whatever it is again. There's also a question that many people have posed for years, asking, why can't they run the government like a business? You know, profit and loss. Of course, they can't really make a profit because they don't produce any good or services that you can sell for more than whatever the overhead happens to be. They can't do that. So most of us, having worked our entire lives in the private sector, understand how business works. And the logical conclusion to draw from all of that is, if the government were run like a business, things would be a whole lot better. Well, now, now we know unquestionably why our federal government, at least the Biden-Harris administration, is not being, and probably will never be, run like a business. The reason is, according to this new report, the overwhelming majority of Biden-Harris administration officials have Zero business experience. Let me ask you something. If you had a business, let's just say, I don't know, a radio station, would you hire someone who's never, ever in their life worked at a radio station? Would you hire someone who didn't know how to turn a microphone on or off? And I know what the answer is, and I also know there's no way in hell you would make them the general manager of the radio station. Because after all, they have no experience. They've never worked in radio before. If you own a construction company, a guy that cannot tell you the difference between a miter saw and a sledgehammer, would you hire him? Now, you might let him in on an entry level and let them work their way up, but typically you tell them, I'm looking at your resume. I say, you don't have any experience in this field, do you? No. All right, well, you're going to be the general manager. Okay, when do I start? This 15-page report, authored by economist Steve Moore and the Committee to Unleash Prosperity, published their report entitled, quote, "Not Ready for Primetime Players. Majority of Biden appointees have 0 years of business experience." Quote, "We analyzed the backgrounds of the top 68 officials in the Biden administration, starting with the president himself and including cabinet members, regulatory officials, and White House advisors. In the executive summary, it says the following: 62% of Biden's top political appointees and staffers who deal with economic policy, regulation, commerce, energy, and finance have virtually no business experience." End of quote. It goes on to say, does this report, the median range, the average years of business experience in the Biden White House is 2.4 years. Contrast that with then President Donald J. Trump. The median average of business experience of the people in the Trump administration was over 13 years. So they knew what the hell they were doing. They've been doing it for over a decade. And they work in the real world. Now, let me give you a couple of examples, first of all, and show you just how serious the Biden-Harris administration takes all this. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, both have 0 business experience. Their Attorney General, Merrick Garland, 0 years of business experience. Secretary of Agriculture, Tom Vilsack, 0 years of business experience. Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Dennis McDonough, 0 years of business experience. Secretary of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas, 0 years of business experience. Secretary of Labor, Marty Walsh, Secretary of Health and Human Services, Xavier Becerra. Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Marcia Fudge. 0 years of business experience. This one slayed me when I saw it. Office of Management and Budget Director, Shalonda Young. 0 years of business experience. How in God's name do you put somebody in charge of the Office of Budget and Management with 0 years of business experience? Secretary of Education, same thing. U.S. Trade Representative, Catherine Todd. You're the freaking trade representative. You have 0 years of business experience. And many more of them have 0 business experience. You know, this should clarify everything for us about where our country finds itself right now. When you look at our economy, let's say transportation. Pete Buttigieg, Transportation Secretary, has 4 years of business experience. None of them had anything to do with transportation or transportation logistics. And you make this guy the Transportation Secretary? Jennifer Granholm, Energy Secretary. Same woman who, in testifying before Congress, when they asked her, Madam Secretary, we're having problems with energy and prices and supply. Tell us, how much energy do we use every day in America? I mean, simple question. You're the Energy Secretary. You're in charge of energy. Certainly you must know how much we use every day. Congressman, I'm sorry, I don't have that information in front of me. See, this is what happens, y'all. When you hire people and you're only thinking about one thing, their skin color, their sexual orientation, their political favors. For the record, y'all, skin color and sexual orientation is in no way, shape, or form a qualification for a job. This is how you end up with people like Karine Jean-Pierre as the White House press secretary. This is how you end up with people like Kamala Harris being vice president. This is how you end up with people like Ketanji, the new Supreme Court justice, who can't define what a woman is. I would not put Pete Buttigieg in charge of your 5-van medical transportation service. But this guy's in charge of transportation for the whole freaking country. Now, you know what it was. He's gay. Remember, this is the guy that was on the job for 60 days and then took off for 2 months as he and his husband welcomed their new children. Is this what you voted for? This kind of crap? The top 68 people in the Biden-Harris administration have 0 years of business experience. So, should we really be shocked that inflation's going through the roof? The people you have making policy regarding economics have no business experience at all. The people you hired to take care of transportation and logistics have no experience at all in transportation. What did you honestly think was going to happen? But they sold you that bill of goods. Oh, look how diverse our cabinet is. We got blacks, we got whites, we got Latinos, we got gay, we got straight, we got LGBTQ, but are they qualified? You know the answer. Look at your grocery bill. Look at your gas bill. Look at the economy. Look at crime. Look at the southern border. You know damn well they're not qualified because look at the horrible job they're doing. At least now, you don't have to worry anymore trying to figure out how it all went so bad so quick. Final break of today's show. I got to share this with y'all when we come back. If you don't think the media has you hoodwinked, I'll prove it to you when we come back. Final break, put that big old pretty bow on this puppy and wrap up today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show, only on the Pelican. Stay close.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Manda Fine Meats, the flavor says it all.
Treads & Care Tire Company announces its new location on Hooper Road in Central. Locally owned for 50 years, Treads & Care is known for quality automotive repair with top-notch customer service. Treads & Care offers the convenience of shuttle service and pickup and delivery of your vehicle. You can also enjoy the comfortable customer area, complete with workstations, high-speed internet, and a complimentary coffee bar.
I'd like to invite you to come out and see us at our new location in Central.
Treads & Care, the tires you need and the service you want.
Live and play on the fairway at Greystone Golf and Country Club, a serene, challenging golf destination located in Denham Springs. For tee times and membership opportunities, go to GreystonecountryClub.com.
Tremonti's has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tailgating and home-gating platters. Huge wine and liquor selection. Beer and all the spices you need. Chairman Reserve and Wagyu meats. Ribeye rolls, shrimp rolls, kebabs. 20 flavors of sausage for the grill. Daily lunch specials and game processing. On-site catering also available. Good meat ain't cheap and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready, and health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, call the number on the screen now and speak with a live healthcare consultant. Don't wait. Get the coverage you need now.
Welcome back to the final segment of today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show. The media and its influence in our country, I don't think there's a single person that would debate how prevalent that is. Fortunately, more and more of us are waking up to what is actually going on. But for many of you, particularly Democrats and liberals, and progressives, your brain has been hijacked. The media has put you in a position now where you will gladly, gleefully, voluntarily vote against your own best interest. New poll out says 64% of Democrats do not want Joe Biden to run again. But in the same poll, 92% of Democrats say they would vote for Joe Biden if he ran against Donald Trump. 92%. So let me get this straight. You've seen what has happened to this country. When it comes to jobs, the Biden-Harris administration hasn't produced any. Donald Trump, on the other hand, ushered in the greatest economy we've seen maybe in our lifetimes. More black folks had jobs than any point in history since they've been keeping records of it. But you would vote for the guy who didn't create any jobs instead of the guy who created more jobs than any other time pretty much in history. Why? Well, the media says orange man bad. I went through a list in my mind to try and figure out how this 92% of Democrats could justify voting for Joe Biden instead of Donald Trump. So I said to myself, okay, maybe it's the southern border. Nope, can't be that, because when Trump was in office, border was pretty much secure. Now it's utter chaos. But 92% of Democrats would vote for Joe Biden instead of Donald Trump, not based on southern border, only because CNN, LOL, MSLSD, ABC, NBC, and CBS told you orange man bad. When Trump was in office, we were energy independent. We were exporting oil and gas to other countries. Now, what you paying for gas? But you would vote, 92% of y'all would vote for the guy who destroyed the energy sector and not vote for the guy who gave us energy independence. So you can't justify voting for Biden instead of Harris, instead of Donald J. Trump. You can't justify it based on jobs. You can't justify it based on the economy, on inflation, on Afghanistan, on Ukraine, on crime. How many fingers I got left? I'm going to run out by the time I get to the end of the list. You got something? Let me borrow a couple from you, Marty. You can't justify that decision based on anything other than the media says orange man bad. If you are one of these people, I'm a Democrat, I don't want Joe to run again, but if he runs against Trump, I'll vote for Joe. What the hell does that say about you? You would rather your neighbors, your family members, your coworkers, and your friends can't afford to get gas in the car. They can't afford it. And you would vote against the guy that gave us $1.89 for regular. Why? Well, because orange man bad. Do you realize what this says about you? 64% of Democrats don't want the man to run for another term. But 92% of them said if he ran against Trump, he'd get my vote. With all that Donald Trump did for your sorry behind, all the jobs created, secured the border, kept a lid on crime, all of these things. And you cannot say in any way, shape, or form, well, I'm voting against him because he didn't fix the border. He fixed the border. Biden broke it. Well, it's about jobs. Trump created the jobs. Biden hadn't done squat. Well, it's about crime. Crime didn't spike until Biden and Harris and the defund the police people got in. None of these things, none of them is a justification for you voting against your own self-interest. All those jobs that were created and that black folks were the beneficiaries of under Donald J. Trump, you would actually vote against that? And the only reason you can say I'm doing it is because orange man bad. You're a freaking idiot. You're an idiot. And that, my friends, is what the media is banking on. I only hope that you will come to your senses come midterms. How much more of this can we take, y'all? How much more can your wallet take? And ironically, Donald J. Trump told you. Every freaking thing the man said is coming to fruition. He told y'all, if you elect Joe Biden, you're going to have $7, $8, $9 a gallon gasoline. What you got? He told you, if you elect Joe Biden, you're going to have millions of people running across the border. How many have come across so far? Huh? Every freaking thing the man told you. But because Don Lemon and the rest of them fools told y'all orange man bad, what'd you do? You went out and voted Democrat. Simple question. How's that working out for you? Just a question. Just a question. Hopefully, next time you will govern yourselves accordingly. My time's up, y'all, and I gotta go. But this day, just like any other, I give it to you. You know what? You're right. America, we're not perfect. But for this old boy's money, it's the best there is, and God knows there's no place else on his green earth that I'd rather be. Speaking of the good Lord, you already know. He loves you dearly, and I hope you know that I do too. Then again, really don't matter because there ain't a doggone thing you could do about either one. Make your deal. Take care of yourselves. Let's take care of each other. We'll see you soon. God bless.